In the vast expanse of our world, there are places that seem to hold on to more than just memories. They carry with them echoes of the past, whispers of experiences that have left an indelible mark on those who have encountered them. Today we're going to talk about one such place. But before we begin, remember to give this video a thumbs up for more updates on terrifying hauntings and horror. Let's dive into the chilling tales of haunted shadows, real horror experiences you will never forget. The ancient town of Pluckley in England has long been recognized as one of the most haunted places in the country. And at the heart of its eerie reputation lies the Pluckley White Horse Inn. This 15th century coaching inn stands as a silent witness to centuries of history, each brick and beam holding stories of both joy and sorrow. The inn's most famous ghost is that of Jane, a young woman who met a tragic end in the 18th century. Her restless spirit is said to roam the inn, seeking solace or perhaps revenge. Guests have reported hearing the sound of footsteps, smelling the scent of fresh bread from the kitchen, even seeing the apparition of a woman dressed in 18th century clothing. Adding to the enigma, some believe that the ghost of Jane isn't the only entity that makes their home here. There are tales of other spirits, including a former landlord named Black Betty, who was known for his gruff demeanor, and a child who is said to have died within the inn's walls. These ghosts aren't just figments of imagination. They've even captured on camera by ghost hunters who frequent the inn, hoping to catch a glimpse of the supernatural. In one chilling video, a figure resembling an old woman holding a candle appears behind a bed, seemingly out of thin air. Another video shows what seems to be a fleeting shadow, a whisper of movement caught in the corner of an eye. These images, while open to interpretation, add fuel to the fire of Pluckley White Horse Inn's haunting reputation. It's not just a place to stay, it's a portal to another time, a realm where the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. In the bustling city of London, hidden away from the maddening crowd, is the old Operating Theatre Museum. It stands as a relic of a bygone era, when medical procedures were performed in front of an audience. But it's not just the echoes of medical history that linger within its four walls. The operating theater is also said to be haunted by the spirits of those who experienced pain and death within its confines. Among them is the ghost of a young woman named Anne, who is said to have died on the operating table during a botched procedure. Visitors and staff have reported feeling a sudden drop in temperature, hearing disembodied voices, and even seeing the apparition of Anne herself. Some have even claimed to see ghostly patients strapped to the old operating table, their spectral forms a reminder of the theater's gruesome past. One particularly harrowing tale involves a surgeon named Dr. Richard Manningham, who operated in the theater in the late 17th century. It's said that he performed a vivisection, meaning he dissected a live animal, most likely a cat or dog. During an operation to remove a woman's cancerous womb, the animal's cries of agony echoed through the theater, a haunting sound that some say still lingers in the minds of those who have visited. Despite the gruesome stories, the old Operating Theatre Museum stands as a testament to medical history. It's a place where the boundaries between life and death were blurred, and where the ghosts of those who suffered and died continued to tell their tales. Venturing into the remote Scottish Highlands, we come across the haunting ruins of Inverlochy Castle. This desolate fortress, which dates back to the 13th century, is shrouded in a dark past filled with battles, betrayals, and untimely deaths. Among its crumbling stones, the ghost of Flora MacDonald is said to wander. She was a young woman who found herself caught in the Jacobite Rising of 1745, a rebellion against British rule led by Bonnie Prince Charlie. Flora became entangled in the conflict and ultimately paid a heavy price for her involvement. As the Jacobite army retreated, she helped Bonnie Prince Charlie escape, but they were eventually captured. Flora was accused of collaborating with the enemy and sentenced to transportation to the American colonies. She spent 6 years in captivity before her release, but the ordeal left her spirit broken and she died shortly after returning to Scotland. It's said that she can often be seen wandering the grounds of Inverlochy Castle, forever searching for peace. Her story adds a layer of tragedy to the castle's already haunting history and serves as a reminder of the human cost of war and rebellion. Our journey takes us across the Atlantic to the United States, where the Whaley House in San Diego stands as a testament to both family history and the paranormal. Built in 1857 by Thomas Whaley, the house quickly became a hub of activity with shops, offices, and even a jail cell in its basement. However, it wasn't just a place of commerce. It was also the site of several tragedies and deaths. The Whaley family endured their share of losses, with several members dying within the home's walls. One of the most well-known ghosts is that of Thomas's son, John, who fell to his death as he played near the house's balcony. His laughter is said to echo through the halls, even to this day. The house's reputation as a haunted site is so strong that it's open to the public as a ghost tour destination. Visitors can explore the house and learn about the Whaley family, while keeping an ear out for the sounds of footsteps, whispers, and even the occasional disembodied laugh. The Whaley house isn't just a historical landmark. It's a living, breathing example of how the bonds of family and the mysteries of the afterlife can intertwine in the most unexpected ways. Our final stop on this journey through haunted realms is the ancient St. Augustine Lighthouse and Maritime Museum in Florida. Standing tall since 1824, this lighthouse has guided ships safely into the harbor for almost 2 centuries. But its history isn't just marked by maritime safety. It's also entwined with tales of love, loss, and tragedy. Among its keepers and visitors, the ghost of a young woman named St. Augustine is said to roam. Born in 1839, Anastasia moved to St. Augustine with her family and fell in love with a man named William Warden, who served as the lighthouse keeper. The couple planned to elope, but Anastasia's father disapproved of the match and forbade her from seeing William. On the night of her scheduled marriage to another suitor, Anastasia climbed to the top of the lighthouse in a desperate attempt to meet William. But as dawn approached, she jumped into the ocean below rather than return home. Her body was never recovered, and her spirit is said to haunt the lighthouse still. Visitors and staff have reported seeing the apparition of a woman dressed in white, believed to be Anastasia, as well as hearing the sound of footsteps, and even feeling a gentle touch on their shoulders. The St. Augustine Lighthouse and Maritime Museum isn't just a beacon for ships. It's also a monument to the enduring power of love and the haunting mysteries that surround it. And that's it, folks. We've journeyed through some of the most haunted places in the world and the stories of the ghosts that dwell there. Each location is a unique blend of history, tragedy, and the paranormal. From the ancient ruins of Inverloch Castle to the modern streets of San Diego, these haunted places remind us that the veil between the living and the dead is often thin, and the echoes of the past can resonate deeply in the present. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Have you ever experienced anything paranormal? Share your stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay safe and keep an eye out for those haunted shadows.